You may know her as Ajazera, one of Big Brother Bbnaija Level Up season show. She is full of life and also vibrant. Of course, we are going to miss her in the show. So with me today is the one and only Maki Billions, aka Ajazera One, which is Amaka. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Put a smile on your face now, girl. Or should I sing for you?
No,
Should I sing for you? For free. Just imagine this is a Tiwa Savage in front of you. I should sing for you. Put a smile on your face, no matter condition.
Thank you.
So how's it been since you left the house?
I've been soaking in everything. It was not easy on me, owing to the fact that I already had a rough week, and it wasn't easy. It was like problems and troubles were chasing me up and down. So I don't know. I've just been trying to get it in.
Okay, that's it. Awesome. All right, so let's just talk about the wildfire rumor, in week 5. That started, of course, on Monday of week 5. So can you just tell us your own side of the story? Because it went from you to Chichi to Bella to Chomzy to Groovy to Phyna, like it's a long chain. So can you just tell us about what really happened and also your truth so we can hear from you?
Well, everyone knows my truth. And my truth is that I never told Chichi anything like that, which she also said that I never told her. I do not think Chichi is one to try to defend me. We do not have that much relationship for her to try to defend me. We know that Chichi is extroverted, so she would have spoken. She would have spoken up. And again, we were actually speaking about Giddyfia and Deji. Remember that Deji just moved to my level.
Sure.
And I was like, oh, I'm going to just go for this guy. You get? And Chichi was like, please take care of him for me. And I was telling her, you carry fish, go put for rat's hand. So you were trying to trap me down.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, that's my man. I said, okay, girl, you're covered. So I was asking her about the whole Giddyfia, Diane, and Rachel stuff. Because Deji brought the hot gist to us. So we had a lot to catch up on. Then talking about Phyna and Groovy. I just only told her that Phyna and Groovy they are an item. And when I got back to the house, I told Phyna that, you know what, I told Chichi, so she will go and spread the news that you two are together. So don't worry, nobody's coming to your territory. So
Phyna didn't remember that you mentioned that to her, or?
I don't know if she didn't, but I'm sure it's everywhere. People that had that video or whatever, it was there. And she was just saying, oh, Groovy is hers, no one can come to him and whatever. So it was there. And, every malam with Inketsu, I don't have much to defend. And I've said enough.
Because you said a lot in the house on Sunday night, after the eviction show. Of course, we saw you trying to say your truth, tell everybody to try to understand. Even Eloso got to come into the picture. Adekunle came into the picture trying to settle, the whole issue between the long chain. You understand? So it's just, now that you're here, it's just best to hear from you to know what really happened, between yourself and the rest of your housemates. So let's just move on to yourself and Phyna. So a lot of people would say Amaka and Phyna should have their own podcast. I don't know if you have, maybe you've had that idea in the house. Maybe both of you should have your podcast, because both of you give us the viewers gist, to give us information, and seeing the two of you together is just amazing on our TV screens. So of course, for your level, that's level 2. Both of you were the first housemates to even fight for this season. That's history, girl. So you guys had your first fight, the third day or the second day, and you guys came back together, and since then you guys have been best of friends. Can you just tell us more about your relationship with yourself and Phyna? So which is you, Ajazera, Phyna, CNN.
Well, our relationship was a close-knitted one from my own point of view. I liked Phyna, and I am not one to do any dilly-dally with friendships. I believe in friendships and loyalty, and to my best of knowledge, I was loyal to her. And the whole Groovy matter came to test our friendship, and I tried to stand for our friendship. I wouldn't let Groovy come in between our friendship, and That was it. We were just, I loved her energy. We were just entertaining each other.
You did mention to Big Brother that you felt that Phyna betrayed you. So is it because of the Groovy thing, or was there something else again that you would like to share with us?
Okay, I said Phyna betrayed me, which was because initially I was having cold feet. Phyna knew I liked Groovy, which I did not know that she liked Groovy too, and she did not tell me. And I was like, and I was expecting her to tell me, but it's not, everybody with their own different personality. And then I was trying to tell her, okay, after giving me all the ginger to go for Groovy, then I said, okay, you know what? Maybe you should help me. And it was like, help me, don't help me, help me, don't help me. And she finally said she was going to help me. And you went there and you brought back Groovy, but with a parcel written Phyna's property. Like, well, it was, for me, it was like, if the parcel was supposed to come back with Amaka's property, and it came back with Phyna's property. So for me, it was like the mission. It was something else for me. It was really a very hard one for me.
How did you take it? Because looking at the fact that it also affected your friendship. And again, for both of you in the house, you would see Groovy and Phyna together. How did you feel? What was it? What was going on in your head? When you see them together.
I was so hot at that point that week. Like, I was very hot. I was very hot. That was where I felt betrayed, because she, well, for her, she said he wanted her, and Phyna has always said that she has not had a good relationship. And I saw the way Groovy was taking care of her. So I would be a devil to go and destroy.
Yeah.
So in everything, I was still looking out for her happiness. So.
All right. So since both levels merged, we saw that you were very close with Giddyfia. That was shortly after you formed a relationship with Diana and Doyin in the house. So this also separated you from your friend, which is Phyna, and you also clashed with Brian in the house. So you've always said it in the house that you want a change. That what if you go to the other level? I mean, that was before Biggie merged both levels together. So was this your way of living out your dream as you requested in the house?
No, that was a case of be careful what you wish. That was a case of be careful what you wish for me. I never knew that the other level was going to be like that. I never knew. And again, even if I wanted to go, I would have loved to go with Phyna before the whole saga. So me wanting to leave, it was just running away from the Groovy Phyna matter. You get, and not me going to be with Giddyfia. That was there, but it wouldn't have been the reason why I wanted to just leave. I would have loved him to come over, but me leaving my comfort zone, that was not reason enough for me to leave. Then I am Brian's issue. Our personality did not just merge.
But you guys always have like one
back and forth. Yeah.
And it was going on and on.
It was very obvious that we could not just merge. We could not just come to a common boundary, and which is fine. You cannot be everybody's friend.
Sure.
And about who else? Diana
and Doyin, like you formed a friendship with Diana and Doyin in the house, like when both levels were mixed.
So I never knew I and Phyna were drifting apart. Yes, I never knew. So hence I apologized to her. I never knew. I came into the house and Phyna reunited with her former roomie, which is Chichi. And they started doing the whole cooking together. And in friendships, there are things you used to bond, like cooking, gisting, playing. And you guys were aware of I and Phyna's bonding method. We sit, we talk, we gist, crack jokes about people and everything. So it was our bonding method. We did not have that time. Groovy was already in the picture. And then Chichi was already there too. The whole kitchen matter, and I was no longer so much in the kitchen like I used to be. And then Giddyfia also came into the picture. So it was just a whole lot. And Diana, I also had to be close to her because that space was also very important to me, because I could not just because of Giddyfia, I'll also break my friendship with Diana. Diana was really important to me, but I also liked Giddyfia. So I was just trying to, I was going through a whole lot. I was just managing
everything.
And
with the old Brian situation, the old back and forth.
I was just trying to manage everything.
I can imagine. So right now, okay, now that you're out of the house, did you know some of the housemates who actually put you up for possible eviction? Did you get to find out who would be people who mentioned your name in the diary session?
I've not gotten to my phone yet. So I really don't know.
So, but who would you think in your head that would like put you up for eviction?
The first person I would think is Giddyfia, because I told him to put me up because I'll put him up. So.
And both of you did the same thing because he put you up and you put him up.
Fair enough. I told him.
Okay, so I just wanted to ask because I actually asked that question based on the way you talked about how you liked him in the house, and I kept hearing liked. So is it that there is no likeness anymore in your friendship with Giddyfia, or you guys have just ended it?
Well, I can say I spoke about liking a whole lot of people on the show. For me, it was just that.
That's it.
It wasn't too serious. It was just, in the on the show, I also spoke about protecting my heart. So I tried not to overindulge, but since I have a strong personality, I might say 1 and 1 looks like 10. So I might say I like, and my I like looks like I love. Do you understand? Because in every of my word, it comes with passion. Do you understand? So that's it. I like him, and it's just from a place, me nominating him for immediate eviction is from a place of anger and from the fact that I don't like people being fake. For me, he was just, in my own story, he was fake. In another person's story, he can be whatever. But in my own story, he was fake. So that's why I put him up. And I was saying in the house that if I tell you you are fake, just know I will nominate you. And this one is that I did not do it in his back. I told him, and thank God he also
did the same.
So
did you know about the triangle between Giddyfia, Rachel, and Diana?
Well, for me, I asked Diana on several occasions if she liked Giddyfia, and she told me no.
Diana said so?
She said no. She asked me to go for him. She even introduced the both of us together.
Okay.
You get me? She even told Giddyfia, oh, my roomie likes you. So she was like, they're just bestie, they're nothing serious.
But you were at the scene the night Rachel and Diana had their back and forth.
And that was just like barely some weeks, and I've started saying I like Giddyfia like
weeks before that.
Yeah. And I was already asking her, and even at a point it wanted to become an issue. She was like, what do you mean? I said I don't like him, and I'm like, okay, no problem. And during the parties, I don't see Giddyfia dancing with Diana. I mostly see him dancing with Rachel sometimes when she came. And Diana came to meet me, and she told me that, oh look, Rachel, Giddyfia is going for Rachel. What are you doing? You're not shooting your shot well enough, and what not. And I said, I don't see Rachel as a competition. I'm going to ask him. And I asked him, and he said, no, nothing like that. I said, I believe you, because I don't want to drag any matter. So
what were you thinking the night you saw the whole issue happen between
When I saw the whole issue, I was like, oh, what is this?
Because I saw you were there. You were at the scene when Rachel you were at the scene when Rachel and Diana were, having their back and forth.
At first, I was just in the party. When I came out, the whole thing has already happened.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
So I was like trying to know.
Understand.
And I'm like in this matter. So if I'm asking anybody, they don't want to tell me. Then I went to Giddyfia, and he does not want to tell me. And Diana wouldn't talk to me that night. And Rachel is mixing words with me. You get? So how would I have found out? Then when I got upstairs, it was only with the privilege of Deji coming downstairs. That's where I got the information from him. Hence, the next day, I had to start scouting for information from Chichi and Doni.
So let's just talk about your wig. your famous blonde and pink wig. That wig is famous.
Thank God, it's famous.
So let's just talk about it, because you always, have it on. So is there anything, do you have like an obsession with that particular wig? Because I do not understand. I think other people want to also understand why you love that wig so much. So you need to tell us.
That's so funny. Anyways, I just saw that wig as, I was even thinking it was going to be my robe that would be famous. My pink robe.
Your pink robe, yes, I saw that. I saw that in the house.
So I was thinking that it was going to be that robe, but since it's my wig, oh, wonderful. You know what? That wig, it was just like a casual day stuff. Like, you have this wig you just like to, and on a casual day, I just love to be the center of attraction. I just love to be dramatic, and so it was just speaking my personality.
So since your breakup with CNN, with the fans, we started a lot of news updates. So which updates can you give us now that we have you here? Even if it's small, we just want to hear that update. So we are listening.
Make I go face the one way they wait for me. I don't want to pass my
face you again. Hey. Which one is waiting for you?
Like say they go drag me.
Who is dragging you from where to where? Dragging you for what exactly?
I don't know. Say.
Tell us now.
I be Al Jazeera. I won't break. Which is I born BBN house.
Oh, okay.
All the plenty dragons. So I beg, I don't want to put myself in more
give
trouble.
us like a little bit of updates. That's what
I don't think there's any update in that house that is not glaring. What should? Even those stuff that I and Phyna used to say, we never knew we were the one highlighting it though. It was so what's the camera for? So I felt like that's how the camera was. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I felt like we never knew. If we knew, we would have done it
more. That's why I said that, when I asked you, if you remember, I asked you a question earlier that what if yourself and Phyna like create a podcast? What would you guys call it? Because you guys give us the gist in the house. Like people refer to you as Al Jazeera, they refer to her as CNN. So just imagine a podcast, both of you together. So something you guys can just think of maybe later when you guys are all settled and all. So you did mention that people are going to drag you because you almost burnt Biggie's house. So can you just tell us about what happened? Because you got a punishment for that, hours before you were evicted from the show. You understand? And the day after, you also missed out on the task. You could not participate in the task because you were doing your own thing while other housemates were doing the superhero, what's it called, pose in the house. So can you just tell us what was good? Because I think that last week was just not for you. Week 5 was not just for you at all. Like Biggie called your name many times in the house for microphone refrigerant. He called you again for the oven that got burnt. Then on Saturday, he also disqualified you from the task. And then 2 days after, you were out of the show. So just give us like a rundown of what was going on in Amaka's head and how things were going against her in the house.
I honestly wouldn't know. It was just like, I was even telling Biggie, it seems it's like 1 week, one trouble. Like there was problem. It was just chasing me. I was running. It was chasing me. So it was just hard for me. And I was still trying to understand the whole major. What do I do with myself? How do I stand out now? There are different personalities. What can I say? Do you understand? So it was something from Amaka is really nice, she's calm, and to Amaka is this, Amaka is that. The whole thing was just,
And the drama that happened again with the gist, the gist flying around.
It was so much. Diana and Giddyfia, what I met, what I ordered versus what I got. It was so much. Then I got there's problem in Paradise. Chichi and whatever the say, there was problem there. Then just me trying to manage myself and say, oh, this person is this is this, how am I going to do this, how am I going to do that? It was just a very stressful week for me. But the whole meat pie dough stuff, I made the meat pie and I wanted to make it for everyone for the Thursday night party. Now, after making that meat pie, I said I was going to do a test run with just one of the dough, and I put it there in the microwave because the oven had an issue. So I put it in the microwave. When I put it into the microwave, it was now like normal baking time for meat pie for me is 10 minutes. So I just put that one and I put it at 20 minutes since it was a microwave. That would have been a wrong thing to do. I never know. You understand? I just did that because I just wanted to. And just shortly after I did that, Big Brother said everybody should be at the garden. So I felt like technicians were coming in or whatever, and they would check that because Big Brother sees everything. So I felt they were going to check it. Or because I was speaking to my microphone and I was saying, Big Brother, please, I have a meat pie doing the microwave. Big Brother, please, can you help me do some work on the oven? I was just speaking to my microphone. So I felt like they were going to do that. So
And then when you go back into the house and you saw that everywhere was, filled up with smoke and all. I mean, how did you see it?
like when I got into the house was smoky. In my head, I don't know what was in my head.
You didn't know.
I was just like, the house was smelling smoke, but it was not filled up with smoke. Like it had smell of smoke. So I thought it was the meat pie that got burnt and they took it out of
No, it was the microwave itself that got burnt.
It was too
because
much.
Biggie called your name and then it was like, yeah, do you want to burn my house down?
When I saw the microwave,
Yeah.
like it was from my song and everything to the microwave was from the deepest part of my heart because it was just it was too much. It was I cannot believe that I ruined that microwave. It was too much. It was really much.
It was really much. And did you apologize to Biggie
From the
several times?
sincerest part of my heart. From the sincerest part.
All right, so talking about singing, of course, we would say that you did a lot of that in the show. So should we be expecting a hit song soon, anytime?
With my crooked voice?
No, because no. See, I like the fact that because when Biggie gave you the punishment, and then you were singing to the microwave, and you were saying a lot of things, like giving it words and all of that. I'm like, okay, Machiavellians, should we expect a single or maybe an album anytime soon?
I don't think so.
All right, so tell us the origin of your nickname, Machiavellians.
It just originated from my head. Maki is Amaka, billions is like, I'm gonna make the money. So I got the money. Yeah.
All right, so would you consider yourself a rule breaker or a non-conformist? Because we noticed in the house that you lived your life like based on your rules in the house. So which sometimes also got you into trouble with Biggie and also your fellow housemates. So do you feel that may be the reason why most of them put you up for nominations that also led to your eviction from the show?
I don't think that would have been the reason why they put me up.
Okay.
The whole drama and everything was just the reason. Me trying to explain myself, and then like they expected me to, if you say I'm this, I'll say, oh, I'm sorry or something like that. I would accept that I am that. Or if you say I'm wrong, I would say, oh yes, I am wrong. But they do not understand that people have experienced things in this life. Before I came on the show, I've experienced a situation where I was put down. I was walked all over. You get? So at that point in the show, I never knew that I have grown to become someone that has this thick skin. Like if you're coming for me, I'm coming for you. So since that is what that experience did to me, it just made me to be
a stronger person. Like you come out.
Yes, like you don't come for me. Once you're coming, I'm giving it back to you. So that's it. And for the rules, I wasn't trying to break the rules. Normally, I'm just a very carefree person. Sometimes I will forget. Like, you understand? I'm just like, you know what? Fuck shit up, bro.
Wow. Okay. All right. So your fans out there want to know what's next for Machiavellians and what should we be expecting from you in the future?
Okay. I'm very much open for acting, for influencing, and so many more. As long as it adds value to Machiavellians.
Okay. All right. So I would like to mention one thing that I noticed week one. when you had your diary session. I mean, it was very interesting to watch when you were speaking with Biggie, and I mean, during your diary session, that's what we call. You actually told Biggie the rules. You told him his rules. He didn't notice.
No.
He didn't realize it. You were actually telling him the things that because you told him about the rule book, you told him about the things that he read, because that was the first week. You know, so we the fans noticed that, you know, from you. So like now seeing you, you know, leave the show and you broke some of those rules, I'm just thinking that was there any way or anyhow that something could have happened in between? So
no, I guess the rules I told Biggie about was basically the page one. Things about the level up season, how you should be malleable. For me, that part was really important to me because it was an explanation of the level up. Because to everybody, level up means different things. So from the producer's own understanding was like living your life, being who you are, being adventurous, at the same time malleable, at the same time unapologetic for who you are, at the same time saying sorry when you truly mean it. You get? So all those things were just in my head. They said, watch the whatever, like, take it all in like a child playing a video game with eyes wide open. So it's just like, you don't need to have anything in your head. Just come. Make your mistake, learn from it, move. Come, make your mistake, learn from it. So that was how I understood it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Machiavellians. Thank you for coming on our set today. So guys, that's how far we can go with Machiavellians, and we have to say goodbye to you all. Goodbye. Please follow us on social media at OloriSuperGal on all platforms. And remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is OloriSuperGal TV. Until next time, we'll bring you exclusive interviews with the Bbnaija Level Up season housemates, and until then, it's goodbye from me.
Don't forget to follow me.
Follow Machiavellians, please.